All right, welcome back. We're on day 4 of Unit 1 for ACT Prep, Pre-Algebra topics, and we're going to talk about decimal computation. Everything with decimal computation can be done on a calculator, so my biggest advice is to be very, very careful when you type and check before you hit enter. Again, they want you to estimate first and then compute. Smart, but a little time consuming. The best thing you can do is always check your screen before you hit enter, or at least after you hit enter, and make sure that you typed exactly what the problem wanted. Okay, so you take your calculator. Yeah, you have, I want to show you parenthesis keys. If you have a TI-84, again, I strongly recommend this calculator for the ACT. There's your parenthesis keys, right above the 8 and the 9. 8 opens your parentheses, right above the 9 closes them. Okay, so literally you type this in and you just make sure that you are very careful. So go ahead and you type these in. Type the second one. See if you got what I got. Again, if you're not, it's just typing. Okay, so be very careful. Check your screen with the problem and make sure that you typed it exactly correct. Otherwise, yeah, you really need to think and estimate first to make sure your answer makes sense. Okay. You divide this one, you type it just like it's written. Okay, so I open my parentheses and typed that, closed my parentheses, hit divided, open my, you can't see the rest of it, but I opened the parentheses and typed the rest of this and then hit enter. Okay, you try this one, hit pause, come back when you're ready. And you should get $6.25. If Mike makes $500 in 80 hours, on average, how much does Mike earn per hour? Think of it this way. They're saying they make $500 in 80 hours. They want to know what does he make in 1 hour. So what they're telling you to do is they want this to be a 1. So you're dividing by 80. Or 500 divided by 80 would be $6.25 per 1 hour. Okay. All right, estimate first, then compute. I don't estimate first, I use my calculator, but again, I check and make sure that I've typed it exactly the way it is. Okay, always check that. That's the best thing I can, just take the extra 5 seconds to check in your screen and make sure that you, because how sad to get it wrong just because you hit a wrong key. Okay, so type these and check your answers. See if you're getting what I'm getting. Okay. Again, to do these by hand, you would line them up, but in the ACT type situation, if it's just computation, grab that calculator. Just be very, very careful when you type. Alright, again with multiplying and dividing, remember where your parenthesis keys are and type carefully. Okay, so I'm going to just click through these. You type them though, and make sure you're getting the same answers that I got. Kind of going slow. Maybe we'll see you have some time to type. You might get them all up there and then hit pause and type them in and make sure you get the same answers that I got. Okay. And again, type it exactly the way you read it. Where they put parentheses, put parentheses. Type it left to right. If you're using the TI-84, it understands order of operations. You don't have to worry about that. Alright, you try this one. Hit pause. Come back when you're ready. And you should get 14.8. It says one day the high temperature is 92.6, the low is 77.8. What is the difference? Difference means subtract. And again, if you would have typed 77.8 minus 92.6, your calculator would set a negative 14.8. But when you're talking about a difference, we don't talk about signs. It's a difference of 14.8 degrees. Okay, try this one. Hit pause. Come back when you're ready. And this is when you're taking an average, you add them up and divide by 2. I will caution you, if you type 87.7 plus 79.4 divided by 2 without parentheses, you will get the wrong answer. You can type this and hit enter and then hit divide by 2, but if you don't, or you can use parentheses. If you don't use either parentheses or hit enter before you hit divide by 2, you will not get the correct answer. So you should get 83.55. Okay, try this one. Hit pause. Come back when you're ready. And it says Alex is a carpenter and he has 51.5-inch nails and 50.75-inch nails. What would be the length of all these nails if they were lined up end to end? Well, he has 50 of, what that means is times. He has 50 of these 1.5-inch nails. Plus, he has 50 more of, another multiply, the 0.75-inch nails. So if I type that in, and I put my parentheses like this, okay, then you should get the correct answer, which is 112.5. Okay, try this one. Hit pause, come back when you're ready. And well, you got J. All right, Gene weighed 170 pounds. Then he worked out for 5 days, followed a new diet, and lost 0.8 pounds a day. How much did Gene weigh after the 5 days? Well, right now he weighs 170. He's on a diet, so he's going to lose weight. And what he's going to lose is 0.8 pound per day. Per, that's a multiply word. Well, they didn't say per, but a day. Okay? So you're going to take off 5.8 pounds. 5 times. You're going to take off 0.8 5 times. Okay? And that will give you 166. Okay, hit pause. Come back when you're ready. And hopefully you got B. Okay, the odometer on Eileen's car reads 2,004.7 miles. What will the odometer read at the end of the day on Friday after she drives the distances shown below? So you're starting off with this, okay, and then the odometer, you're not going to subtract these. This isn't going to take off miles from your odometer. This is going to add miles to this amount. So you take the 2004.7 and you add 5.6, add 10.4, add, you can't see it all, but I just added all those up and you get 2062.4. And that does it for decimal computation. So I will see you next time.